Hello everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. The mainstream media lose their minds over Keir Starmer saying the UK is now an island of strangers. Of course, he made that speech, didn't he, the other day, and he mentioned that the UK has now become an island of strangers. Well, the lefty media, they have gone absolutely mad. They have absolutely lost it. They've lost the plot completely. I mean, we had the likes of Susanna Reid, Ian Dell, and James O'Brien. They've lost their minds over this just because Keir Starmer said it. And of course, according to those lefties, Keir Starmer committed an absolute vile, well, it was a vile thing for him to say. He shouldn't have said it. I mean, look at what Enoch Powell said in 1968. His River of Blood speech. That caused a right uproar, didn't it, back then? But of course, the lefties have got to lose it. I mean, you had Susanna Reid yesterday morning on GB News. Good Morning Britain. She completely lost it, didn't she? I mean, she said that she lives in London, is a city of diversity, and it's she said we welcome all people. Well, Susanna, you're the kind of lefty that's turning London into a shithole, because that's what London's become thanks to you and your liberal views. You're turning London into an hellhole, and you're welcoming migrants not only to London but to in the country. You're one of those open door campaigners. You want Britain not to have any borders. You want to keep our borders open so as they can come in. That's what Susanna Reid is. I mean, let's put it this way. She was part of the witch hunt mob that hounded Boris Johnson out of Downing Street. I mean, if it had been a Conservative Prime Minister, there would have been an uproar. She would have been shouting from the rooftops, demanding that Conservative MP, Prime Minister, resign. She used to keep shouting about Boris Johnson to resign. It's all right for the likes of her. She lives in this lefty bubble. She lives in a posh part of London where there are no migrants, but the rest of us have to put up with them. She hasn't got any migrants living next door to her. And then we have Ian Dell of LBC. I used to have great respect for him when he used to talk about migration, but since he's worked at LBC, he's turned into a lefty. And of course, he lost his mind yesterday as well. He lost it. And he's another one that seems to want more migrants to come into the country. This is what happens when you've been working for LBC too long. Your brain turns to mush and you start to become a lefty. And then let's not forget your favourite of mine, James O'Brien. He had a meltdown as well about it. He ranted and raved about it. And of course, let's not forget him. He believed that fantasist Carl Beach about when Carl Beach said that he was abused by a VIP paedophile ring which never existed. And of course O'Brien, he championed that. he campaigned to get. He kept on about he wanted them these ex-Conservative MPs put in jail. He accused them of being abusing her. Carl Beach. Well, it turned out to be a lie, didn't it, James? It turned out to be a lie. It's the other way round. That fantasist Carl Beach is in jail. Yes, the lefty media lost it completely. I mean, just because Starmer said that, which I don't agree with, I think it's the worst Prime Minister we've ever had in this country. But you know what the lefties are like, the lefty media. They lose it. And, of course, I'm surprised they haven't called for him to resign. I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, Susanna, like I said, Susanna Reid was on yesterday morning talking about this. I live in the most diversity city in the world. What a bitch she is. She's a right bitch, isn't she? I don't know how she keeps her job. She's another Kay Burley. She's another Kay Burley, isn't she? We got rid of Kay Burley. Let's get rid of Susanna Reid. And Richard Madeley as well. He's another well-known lefty. But yes, these lefties, they've completely lost it. I suppose it was all being covered by the mainstream media. Sky News, ITN News, BBC News, Channel 4. And all had their say yesterday about the Starmer shouldn't have said a thing like that. I mean, it was the same thing when David Cameron said about my immigrants, didn't he? He called them a swarm. But of course he was pulled over for that, all the coals for that by the lefty media. They didn't like that, what he said, but now it would be interesting, wouldn't it, if there is a campaign to remove Starmer, force him to resign like they did Boris Johnson. But of course, they won't say things like that, the lefty media, the likes of Susanna Reid and Ian Dell and James O'Brien. In their eyes, he's Britain's saviour. He was elected to save Britain. And of course, those, well, apart from Ian Dell, those other two, Reid and O'Brien, especially Susanna Reid, she's got to keep in Keir Starmer's good books. If she says anything wrong about him, she won't get an interview. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.